Hey guys, I'm Zeta and welcome back to the Tourista channel. I'm super excited to bring you along on a new vlog series from the beautiful Kashmir, India. We have got some amazing spots coming up, from the peaceful lakes to snowy roads and anything in between. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the button subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss anything. It's winter, it's cool, and today we are headed to Gulmarg. It's about a 2-hour drive from Srinagar, but in winter with snow and winding roads, it's gonna be interesting. About halfway through earlier, we stopped at Gulmarg town. This is where everyone switches to a local 4x4. It's kind of a rule in winter. The roads ahead, steeper, icy, and not for the faint-hearted. So I've got a local driver, King, who knows these roads better than Google Maps ever could. Trust me, in this weather, you need someone who's part driver, part mountain goat. Now it's time for the real climb. This road winds through dense pine forests blanketed in thick snow, and every turn feels like nature showing off. After winding through the scenic mountain roads, we finally arrived in Gulmarg, and wow, what a welcome! Nestled in the Pir Panjab range, Gulmarg opens up like postcard at every turn. Before heading up the ski slopes, there's plenty to explore right here at the foothills. You can try your hand at skiing on the beginner slopes. It's perfect if you're just starting out and want to get a feel for the snow before going higher. There are local instructors offering quick lessons, and the vibe is relaxed and super friendly. I decided to take a walk along the road to really take in the vibe of Gulmarg. And trust me, it's worth it. The air is crisp, the views are magical, and every step feels like you are in a snow globe. But I have to be careful. The icy patches on the road can be pretty slippery, so walking slowly and watching your step is a must. You'll hear the occasional car honk, not out of impatience, but actually as a friendly safety gesture to alert walkers and other drivers on the narrow snowy road. Along the way, I was approached by a few locals offering sleigh rides for a small fee. It's a charming way to experience Gulmarg, especially if you're not in a rush and want to take it all in a slower pace. Just a short walk away is the Army Heritage Museum, where you can dive into the history of this region and get a glimpse of the Indian Army's legacy in the mountains. It's quiet, informative, and surprisingly moving. And if you're just looking to unwind, there are cozy hotels and cafes scattered around, offering warm meals, Kashmiri kawa, and stunning views of the snow-covered landscape. Next up was the famous Gulmarg Gondola, one of the highest cable cars in the world, and a must-do while you are here. But be prepared, the queue can get long. When I arrived at the station, the line was already stretching down the road, full of excited travelers, skiers, and families, all bundled up and waiting patiently. I booked my ticket online in advance, which definitely helped me skip the ticket counter queue. But even with that, there's still wait to actually board the gondola. It took me almost an hour to finally get on. So here's a tip: start early. The earlier you get here, the better your chances of avoiding the major rush, especially during peak season or weekends. The wait might be long, but once you're in that cabin floating above pine forests and snow-covered slopes, it all feels worth it. Below us, the snow-blanketed pine forests stretch endlessly like a soft white carpet draped over the hills. Tiny figures on the slopes, skiers and snowboarders look like moving dots against the vast landscape. The higher we climb, the quieter it got, as if the world was holding its breath. Below us, the snow-blanketed pine forest stretched endlessly like a soft white carpet draped over the hills. Tiny figures on the slopes, skiers and snowboarders look like moving dots against the vast landscape. The higher we climbed, the quieter it got, as if the world was holding its breath. The entire journey from the base to Kangdoori just takes a few minutes, but it's easily one of the most unforgettable parts of the trip. It's peaceful, surreal, and the kind of view that makes you pause and just take it all in. I now reach Kangdoori, the middle station of Gulmarg Gondola, and beautiful snowy plateaus surrounded by towering peaks. Even though I couldn't ski, I'm still recovering from a foot fracture that I had less than a year ago. I didn't feel like I missed out. The views were just incredible. Snow-covered slopes, tall pines poking through the white, and clear skies that made everything pop. There are plenty of activities up here, from skiing and snowboarding to snowmobile rides and sleds pulled by locals. But a word of caution, be mindful of the services being offered. It's common for people to approach you for rides or photos, and while many are legit, it's important to ask clearly about the price beforehand and agree on it to avoid misunderstandings. Also, tips are generally expected even if it wasn't mentioned up front, so just be aware, polite and firm, and you'll be fine. I spent my time just soaking it all in, taking photos and even filming a fun little Bollywood dance video with the mountains as my backdrop. Honestly, it felt like a movie set, pure joy. And I had a blast pretending to touch the gondola in photos, the classic perspective shot. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep wandering with Tourista.